Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of Tale of Immortal. My name is Wilfred. So again, this is a Chinese role-playing game. So if you are not from Chinese culture, you may find this game really bizarre or weird, the concept. But for someone like myself who study, of course, Chinese and can read a little bit of Chinese as well, getting a little bit rusty, I find this game is really authentic in the sense that it does reflect more onto how we are being brought up, some of the books that we read, some of the the story that we read as well. Now this game is really addictive because there's a lot of depth to it. By means to say, the upgrade path and skill and what have you is not that obvious, and it's not an easy game to play as well. There's a fair bit of I would say skill required, or at least you need to grind for a certain kind of level or power up yourself in the right way. So in this video, I'm going to look into the relationship aspect of the game, because in order to survive in this game, you have to make friends. Now, sometimes you make many enemies, of course, but you have to make friends. Making friends could be in some of this town that you try to save someone's sister or father or mother, and they'll remember you for that as well, so your relationship can grow. So I'm going to do a little bit of that. I'm still very much would like to get my power up to the next level. So this game again is about gaining transcendent all the way to level 10. But to do that is really hard. I made a video earlier on the chi refining. To break through here, you do need to have a lot of material. You need to farm for it. Now I'm at the foundation 2, which is the second level of foundation. I've done 2 levels of breakthrough. Each level of breakthrough, of course, will provide you with some stat kind of increase. The next level of breakthrough requires me to have one of these things, which I've already forged. I've already created using my forge. And I'll talk a little bit about that in just a bit, because to forge, you require to join a set, and from a set, you require to earn the reputation and currency in order to buy a forge and to forge one of these items. And the good thing is that you only need one of them. You don't need the highest grade. Any grade will do. So mine randomly came out as a G4, so that is good enough. The tough part is to get 4 of these items. Now, there are 2 options here. Either you can stay in the beginner zone, which is where the Yongning is, and then you try to go to Land of the Arcane to farm this mythical beast. Now, so far, for some reason or the other, I'm always getting Thorny Fragrance as well as Ghost Sweep. I've got 2 of each. Now, to get into this thing, to get into the Land of the Arcane, it's not a trivial matter. You have to wait for 6 months for it to reopen. And each time when you reopen it, you need to infuse it with 1,000 currency. So you have to earn quite a fair bit of currency to open up the dungeon for you to have a shot in it. And it's a really tough dungeon as well. So I'm going to play a little bit of that. I'll do it 2 rounds. Now, if for some very lucky kind of a scenario whereby I manage to get the Dusk Flower and Leather Slab, I would, in this video, do the level up for you guys, the breakthrough. But highly unlikely. Now, the duplicated material is actually not bad as well, because once you achieve the next level, then you could consume this kind of essence or treasure to boost up your overall stats, like vitality, energy, focus, what have you. So each one of them have their very unique kind of attribute that you could kind of increase your character with. So it is interesting because your farming effort is not going to go to waste. It's actually pretty okay. The only thing is that you have to be cognizant of the fact that if your character dies, of course, then you need to forego the 1,000 currency. My tip to you is that save the game first if your character should die, unfortunately, because sometimes it could be quite tough. You have to get through many bosses. Then you just need to reload the game, I hope, and then after that, try again. My suggestion to you. I have also tried the method of reloading a game, trying to spawn other bosses, but it doesn't seem to work because it's always the same boss being spawned. So there must be some algorithm behind the scene whereby there's only at this point in time, there's only this boss that's going to spawn, perhaps, or they make some deterministic kind of thing, or it could be just some of my bad luck that happens. But I really don't want to go through all the dungeon again, trying to farm for something which I also forego the opportunity to increase my permanent stat. So this game design is really good, I would say. It's not at all that obvious that I can just try to reload the game to get this, because whatever I got is useless. It's not true. These are really good stuff as well. So by all means, give it a shot. So this is what I'm going to play today, a little bit of that. Now, I'm going to go inside this guy here. Now, I've got a quest and one of those side missions whereby I need to meet someone called the Chuker. I always call Chuki. Chuker. So he's my... how should I say? Okay, so there are many kind of different partnerships here. Some I form partner that hope one day my character can get married. Another one, I have a swan sister. And so this one here is supposed to be a master. So now I don't really understand the concept here, because master is supposed to be like, he's supposed to be my master, I guess. But I think he's a step ahead of me. He's a chi condensation level 3 of late, which I'm only at the foundation late. So he's already here at the late. He's going to break through. So he's my master, and I need to have a relationship with my master. And to do that, I need to go into this place, which we promised. So this is my master. There you go. Been waiting for ages, and enter. Right. So now, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of manual there. Sometimes I do play action, sometimes I do a bit of manual. But so in this scenario, it's pretty straightforward, and I'm not going to go through too deep into it. Basically, there's a lot of like thing that you could do here. Interact with this guy here, and after that, what do you want to do? You can enjoy tea. Then after that, they share a conversation. Very good. Then affinity goes up. Then I can also interact with, say, play Go. Then I'll see, and the affinity goes up again. Now, I mean, look, it is the... Oh, someone's... I've never seen this before. Jin Yu Lu. Now, it's kind of interesting because, like the NPC, because for every character that you try to kill or try to hurt, right, they remember you. Their father and mother remember you. Their brother and sister will remember you. But I can never remember who hurt me or my people. So what I've done is that I've got a chat list, and it's my hate list, to list down, I can't remember where's the book, to list down who has hurt me or my friends or my swan sister. So yeah, I've got like one of these things here that, roll down all the names, to say that like who has hurt my people, and let me check. Jin Yu Lu is not one of them. Because the computer is so good at remembering all my sins in the past, or things that mistreatment. So I have to do likewise. So whoever hurt my swan sister or what have you, I have to remember them. So I wrote them. Okay. Now this person, I think, is one of these like I think he's not a nice people. No, hang on, sorry. San Jun Yuan is actually the person who come in. Jin Yu Lu is myself. I forgot my name. It's like how silly it is. That was so embarrassing. Well, you can see them. You can view them. This guy here, like, you have to see whether you are really can go up against him, right? He's Shan Jun Yuan, and his families are some of these people, Shan Li and Shan, and they have a parents here as well. There's a backstory. If you bother to read all these things, some of them you can link back to the people that is possible as well. Now, all these things means that you will form enemies by this simple act of decision. Now you could run away, then lose the opportunity to bond with the master, or you can just be a man, or just do it. So this person is is a foundation too late, same level as me. Right, so this is equal as me. But then if you look at the skill, there's no ultimate. There's an ultimate as well. There's an ultimate. So I have to be really careful because all the ultimate is unlocked. So this guy could be quite strong. So I just attack. Now, Chuke decided not to get involved. So it's just me and him together. This is not going to end well. This. So yep, so I've done. Now I've defeated an enemy and he ran away. So usually the outcome is that I could dispatch him, or I could just take all his item and ask him to go, or I could just return all his item and say don't ever let me see you again. I usually choose the third option because I don't want to make too many enemies. But now I think I've so the person left, but then this guy will keep on bugging me in time to come because of that incident that I have with the person. So anyway, I can go back to Chuke, my master, and we can do a debate. And debate is very interesting. You have to kind of pick some, there's no right or wrong answer. If you see a beautiful woman bathing in the mountain spring, what do? Have some decency, follow your desire and peak, transcend your desire and go up to them. Transcend your desires and go up to them. Why would it be them? It's like it's just one person. I don't know. Transcend my desire. An old man pretending to be hurt when someone extends a helping hand. The old man accused of helping him, demand compensation. When you see someone asking for help, you observe first, I guess. If you meet a demonic one who wants to befriend you, would you put aside your differences? Agree. So that means that I've answered, I think, most of the right question, because they would sometimes, if I answer it wrongly, then their affinity would drop. So just don't really like me. So that's good. I've got a score as well. Quite exhausting. Exhausting means that the guy is like already done. So it's exhausting. Sometimes there are other scenario, like other things I could do here, like that this guy here, I can do something here. I have to wait until he come by. So you can view flowers. Yeah. Now you see that infinity doesn't go up anymore after you view flower, because I think he is already exhausted. You can have the dual cultivation. See, so there's nothing you can do. It's done. All the activity has won my master up. So that's it. We will leave this area. So yeah, I mean, it's one of those special things. The enemy that came by was a little bit of a surprise. I didn't expect that to happen. But let me just go back to there and teleport to my area. Yeah, now. Okay, sometimes they want to spar with me, but he's a master. And he's already one level above me. But anyway, I mean, you can take a look at that. It's like vitality is 1,549. So there's really no way you could win. But I mean, I'll do it, sometimes just to entertain the person. It's like I don't even stand a chance, really. I knew it because the master is so much stronger than me, and that's why I asked him to be a master. So yeah, I mean, I get it. That's not meant to win him anyway. But in any case, that was good fun. Sometimes if you do get knowledge as well when you spar, and the knowledge will have something. Now, someone is trying to badmouth my swan older sister. I cannot side with them because they will hate me. I mean, I may lose my sister, right? Because she may hear that I badmouth her, which would like go with me. So it's Bao Yin Yun. He is he's nobody special really. He's not really anybody special here. The and he doesn't really have a lot. Okay, fine. I mean, he want me to go to here, and he'll wait for me 3 months. So I mean, fine. If I get to it, I'll do it. Your partner Ji Gong may look glamorous, but it's all a big act. So I can disagree. That is fine. Then my friend is okay, fine. Then I have sometimes I make friends, sometimes I don't. It's fine really. It's not about that. And I need to heal up myself. Okay, these okay, this next one, Mushroom Man near the Xinxiang city. This is good because it can increase my herb ability. Oh man, there's quite a few things I want to do. This game is full of stuff that I want to do. Now I want to rest up a little bit before I push for the for the tough one. So what I do before I rest up, usually I'll use this opportunity to bond with people and to, like, for example, do some debate because that would be okay, reject, that's fine. If I debate, I can get some points as well. I'll show you in just a bit. Decline, that's fine. Then some of this I would just do a bit of like small talk, and you could read all these words, but after a while it kind of like become quite obvious what is what. This become quite easy after a while. Just okay, I'm burning my stamina down because I'm going to rest anyway. May as well do it in one shot. None of these are really my friends, so I only pick those I like to be friends with, because there's really no point. For those who hate you, they'll forever hate you unless you kind of like give them stuff to buy them, win them over, which I'm not interested to do stuff like that at this moment. Making friends is very important. Sometimes it does help you with the dual cultivation, and you can like improve yourself. You can have debate and so on. And yeah, let's just bear with me a little bit. Then we have some excitement coming along. So this is a success. And these people don't station in this town. They do move around in the map as well. They do move to other town. So my stamina is too low, so I'm going to rest up. Okay, now I'm going to push up and do the tough one. So before I do that, maybe just to recap who I am. I am what this person is. Unfortunately, I lost one of the buff. The buff gave me the attack power, which is important. So this is going to be tougher on me to do that. The skill wise, I'm using the sword that has a very a long range. I like it, and it does give a general chance to get a sword slash kind of like a buff and so on. But I still haven't figured out. I mean, the one thing about this sword slash buff, right? It is only useful if you know what is a complementary kind of like a special power to use it, because some of this complementary special power will then use this buff to do something that become useful. But unfortunately I don't have that. The next one I've got is basically a decoy. So this one allow me to teleport and do decoy. But leveling up this guy has turned out to be really, really slow. Excuse me. And by the time I level up, I already become one cultivation level higher, so I may end up like using another skill instead. This is still a chi refining with foundation, kind of like a special power which that deal with the bleed. So unfortunately, again, my main power does not bleed, and my special power does not do the kind of sword slash kind of like a debuff to make use of it. So it doesn't really synergize each other. Ultimate wise, it's interesting. Once I gain 6 stat of Wind God, means that once I defeat 6 enemies, then I have a large kind of storm or tornado that I can summon. But this guy consumes quite a lot of energy, and also has a pretty long cooldown as well, 1 minute. All right, so this is where I am from the from a passive perspective, now, talking to people and debating with people, right, will allow you to gain knowledge, and knowledge can be converted, become a skill point. So you don't level up like kill monster to earn all these things. You do debate, do cultivation, what have you. Then you gain the point until a point whereby I can equip more stuff. So now I'm using 102 instead of 106. So I've got spiritual resistance against the spell. I've got the max vitality that help me go up. I've got the energy that help go up as well. And then after that, I've got the attack power, and then I've got the martial resistance, which is more like a melee kind of resistance, I believe. And last but not least, a crit as well. These are all foundation stuff, so these are pretty good stuff that I've got so far, passive wise. There's really a lot of things. I mean, I've got recipe to create this chi condensation stuff that I have got, but there are things like feng shui, which you can have tons of things that you could discover using the feng shui, kind of like a geo button below when you're out, like a radar kind of thing. There are herbs that you can get as well. There's really a lot of herbs. Forge, I don't even know what it is, and orc, I don't even know what it is so far. So there's really tremendous a lot of stuff. But now enough talking, and now it's going to do the tough one here. So this part is going to be really, really tough. I'm not going to do all the quests here. So the place I need to go is up there. So I'm just going to move it. Now the another thing I need to sort of like remind myself actually is that because I reshuffle all my buttons. So this is my heal. That is like a normal heal by 100. This is the one that restore my energy. Then after that, I've got another one that heal me more than number one. So number 3 is more than number 1, and then number 5 is something that is really low. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, really low, and then this is the lowest. Right. So I may choose to use a lower one if I want to just top up some of this, like because it trigger a global cooldown. So so panic button is number 3 here. So depending on how badly damaged I am, in between battle you can eat up quite a lot of things as well. I'm not going to fight this guy right now because that is not my point. Now this is the one that I can go in. I can use okay, so what I'll do is save it first, because you never know what's going to happen. Then you ask, what happened when the character dies? Interestingly, I lose all my, they call it the, what is it called? One of my ability whereby I can get resurrected. So I lost 10 of this, whatever J. So I don't have Bagua J point. I don't have it. I just don't have it anymore. So whenever a character dies, I'll go back to my menu screen. I have to wait for 5 minutes in real life time before I can go back in and get resurrected or reconstruct my body. That's what they say. Maybe they just want people not to get frustrated, keep like banging their head on the table and trying the same thing again and again and again to try to win. It's not a mobile game, but it's interesting. So I'm going to use 1000 spirit stone, which is quite a lot, by the way, to open this guy and go in. Okay, cool. Now this is going to be a multi kind of level bosses. So you have all these. I'm here, so I got to fight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mini bosses before the last one. So I have to really take the minimum amount of damage and so on. And all these are actually not that easy. You have to dodge some of the bullet and some of those mechanism that you do. A bit of patience here as well. Yeah, I took some damage already. Unfortunately, I should have. Okay, so you have to be really smart in terms of doing the bosses and energy as well. You have to be watch out the energy level, because sometimes you don't want your energy to burn too much, so you have to ration some of this energy consumption until I've got to the next level of level up, and I can restore energy by killing enemy, which is good. Okay, it's a bit of like a cookie cutter right now. These are easier bosses. Some of the bosses are quite tough. I suspect this is one of those like my most hated kind of boss. This one looks very much like that one. So it seems like the same boss all the time. Let me see whether it is the same one or not. Then maybe I have to go look for other location in the map. I need to clear some of this smaller one. Yeah, this is the tougher one. That's why a little bit of skill involved. You need to dodge some of these things. Otherwise, you lose quite a lot of. I'm very proud to say that I'm 100% in terms of my health bar. So I'm doing quite okay so far. Or one of my passive probably is healing me. Perhaps I'm not quite sure. Ooh, wow, I took a hit. Ooh, done. No big deal. I mean, I can use one of those lower one, like this plus energy 50. Sorry, vitality. So I do this one, healed up a little bit, just to be on the safe side. And sometimes you have to like this pillar here is good because you can use it to dodge some of these like bullet or what have you. So use it to advantage, of course. Yeah, I mean, a bit of like the pillar help to dodge some of these things, and I think it's useful. And as you see, I don't use special power if I can, but now it's sometimes I need to use that. And the yeah, again, use a pillar to your advantage. I level up some ability or skill, so that is good. I can't really see right now what have I level up. So now this boss is really annoying. So I've lost a bit of health, so I can now out of battle when you're out of battle the healing is a bit a bit lenient, so you can keep healing without triggering the cooldown. And also you can only bring up to 5 of each type, so even though you have like 130 of this healing, I can't use it. Okay, now it's boss time, and let's see what boss I have got. I've got ultimate, by the way. Okay, so this boss is super annoying. Okay, my ultimate. No, it's good that he stay in the tornado. This boss is really really annoying. I have to yeah, I think I got it. Whoa. Yeah. So yeah, I mean again, this is the one I've got, the Ghost Whip. So it's not something that I need, but I'll use it to up my vitality once. I don't know whether I can take more than one of them though, by the way. It sounds like it can something that you can continuously take. Now I am going to go back and rest, and I'm trying to go for this one again. But I really think that something is not quite right. A small kind of like a game designer in me feel that how come I keep getting this too? While this guy here, because they say Land of the Arcane, and then Land of the Arcane, and also Land of the Arcane. Oh, Lord of Beast. So I should at least get a nether slab, which I have not seen it yet. But this one I need to slay the Lord of Beast, Hellish Denkan. And alternatively, I can try to search for the mythical beast in the Layer Z area, but they are really tough as well. Some of these like really annoying creatures that there is. Of course, save it first. I always save it first. And then after that, I begin to think that maybe just maybe is not the right place for all these things, because it doesn't seem plausible. Okay, so I need to skip the month. Okay, let me just spar with this person first. Let me check the map in just a bit. Wow, this is quite equally equally matched, I would say. Wow, I haven't seen this ability before. It's kind of interesting. Oh, done. I've got it. I won. There's some beasts like a pet build that there is. Interesting. Maybe I haven't really seen those yet. No big deal. I mean, these are just to increase affinity level of the people with you, and claim knowledge as well. Knowledge, you can use it to boost, of course, your skill points and to equip more passive. Okay, now let me just do another check of the yeah. So my friend talk about me, and so somehow people do spread the friendship across other people as well, so that is cool. Someone like me because they talk about me. It's always very good in real life is people do that as well. That's why I always like to come back to YouTube and talk to you guys, because you guys like me. Just kidding. So that's done. I could take a look at the map like I mentioned, and see if there is another Land of the Arcane, because these are Land of the Arcane. I don't have I think there's a Land of the Spirit. Looks like there isn't a third Land of the Arcane, because I really can't think of another place to infuse and find. Maybe look, maybe this stone array is something that I should kind of like open it up and it becomes something else. So I tell you what I would do right now, because it's already half an hour have gone. So I will try to open up this stone array and see whether this is the third Land of the Arcane to spawn the third boss. If it is, all good. I'll do my best to down it. If not, then I'll come back and do this guy, just to show you a little bit variation of the boss or the mobs that there is. But or I can open up some of this area, but this is already to Tianyuan area, so it's not going to be the same area. But I'll tell you what. Let me just go up and to see. Okay. So there's a stone array. It's already activated. So there is really nothing that I could do to change that. Okay, cool. There's so much to do here. Like for example, if I'm just going to do a geo right now here, if I do a geo here, which is feng shui, right? I would find something here. Perhaps like there's a treasure and there's a chi here, so I could actually go in here, find the treasure. Well, of course, you need to down some mobs first, but then I'll just this one should be quite easy. Maybe not. I don't want to get damaged so much, so by the way, because I have something else to do. I actually want to do. Okay, cool. No damage. So I've got the some loot here, the treasure box or treasure room, that give me this guy here, or crit foundation level, which is not bad. This is a level that is that is a good one, by the way. I tell you why, because it increased my crit, and but it used 16 points. I don't have it right now. This is the one that also up your feng shui kind of like a skill or learn something new, which I already learned this one because I bought the book. Sometimes you don't need to buy the book, if you do a lot of this sort of like discovery. then some of this stuff. This turmeric is good because you can craft the potion from this guy. Yeah, so after a while, it's not just the game. It's really about understanding some of the options that you have. There are many options in this game. You don't have to do all these things, but in general, it's good to. Wow, I've got the everything at +1 here, and I hope that is permanent. By the way, I think that is permanent. That's permanent. Yeah, I've got things that I increase all stats. Sometimes I lose stat as well. Randomly. It's kind of annoying. Now save it first, like I say. If you should get defeat, there's really no point in not. I mean, you lose 1,000 spirit stone. Is a lot of money. Okay, come. Let's go again. Let's go again, man. A bit of concentration here. So there's a bit of stone here to help you. I mean, believe it or not, there's a priority system when you look at all these boss, like which one should take down first and which one is take down later. Yeah, there's a priority system when it comes to all these things. Okay, next one. That was fast. Some of them will come to you and explode. Some of them is you just have to dodge a bullet or use the environment to your advantage. Like this thing will come and explode to you. Some of them jump on you, and some of them will throw a sphere. Oh no! A bit confused. I can't see the mouse. Wow. Now this one I'm not doing too well, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm not doing too well this time round, unlike the previous one. I can use my ultimate, of course. I mean, ultimate is relatively easy to earn, at least at the early game. I mean, now it's the early dungeon anyway, so you can use a bit of ultimate to clear off all these things. Round 3. Ah, damn it. I got hit a few times. This is yet another one that is tougher. Yeah, done. Tougher, but it's not that tough. Okay, so I need to just make sure that I would like to collect, but try not to get into purple. It's not going to help you. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. Well, at least you see some of the different bosses. Some of them, I got level up on something as well, which is good and handy. Oh, this gorilla is one of the most annoying one. Oh, wow. Done. Okay, so that's done as well. A few more. I think I'm okay. I'm getting a hang of it. I mean, I used to do really badly on this kind of mission, but I'm not as nervous as before. That's for sure. I think practice does make things easier. Oh man. Alright, done. The next one is the one that is on the left hand side. There's a stone in between that I could use potentially to block some of these things. I mean, it's not all about kiting. Oh, this guy is very annoying as well. The two of them. Have to dodge the... wow. I don't know how this one works. Maybe I have to kill them like in succession, one after the other. Now I could take a potion. I think I should, just in case. This is the boss time. Yeah, this boss is actually easier, I would say. Oh, I run out of energy. I use up too much energy. Yep, that's it. Done. Yeah. Very good. Let me see what I've got here. I suspect it's the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing again. So this, I must be missing something. Oh, by the way, I level up something. I level up this like whatever maple divine power. I must be missing something because I'm getting the same result all the time from this dungeon. And I guess you know, one way of course is to find out in the internet what's happening. Another thing is probably I have to figure out myself on why these two dungeons are giving me the same boss. Then that means to say that there must be a third array that I have not 6 months. There may be a third array that I have not find or seen, and it's like, you know, it's part of the fun, I would say, to try to see. Oh, there's the signboard. That's not okay. That's not really what I need. Yeah, there must be a third array that I'm unsure of, and that is really not helpful in a sense. But I'm not going to solve it in this video, so I'm just going to stop this guy. There's a question mark here. Spiritual fruit is mine. What's... Oh. So you take a look at this guy. Like, this is actually my level. This guy is also my level. So I'm at risk here, right? Because if my character die, but anyway, I save it first, so that is fine. I can always reload the game. I hope I saved it after the fight. Oh man, this is tough. I got no energy. At least I do one first and see what happens. Yeah, I think I'm alright. I don't need to worry about it. Whoa! Woo! Wow, that ultimate was really hurt me like crazy. Wow, that was a hairline. They back for their life. You can accept it. You're not going to make any friends, or just keep the stuff and go. Because anyway, the stuff that is not a big deal. I mean, whatever stuff it is. And I'm not making. I hope I'm not making enemy. I'm not quite sure. So that was exciting. A bit. I've got the herbs and what have you. It's not really a big gain, but it does help me with a bit of kind of like things here. Okay, so yeah, I mean, this thing will just keep on and on. It's almost like a civilization game whereby just one more round, and then after that it's like, well, it's already late in the evening and I'm still playing this game. And yeah, that's the reason why. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of you know, learning a little bit more about the game. And if you are thinking about whether to get it or not, I mean, this is really a fun game. It's crazy fun. There's a lot of like exploration. Try not to search the internet too hard. Try to figure out things on your own, would be my advice to you. Of course, you can always drop by this my channel to get some tips from time to time. All right, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.